Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one I'm going to be covering the new Undeath record entitled Lesions of a Different Kind. Very few underground death metal bands have been making the same waves that Undeath have since their formation. This Rochester, New York, ear-scraping band, rumbling and grumbling, so harsh and brittle. Coming out with one of the most acclaimed demos of 2019 and then one of the most acclaimed EPs of 2019, Sentient Autolysis, and then a compilation record that combined the two. It was hard not to be excited for what this band was doing. They started dropping singles in anticipation of Lesions of a Different Kind, and people lost their shit. My thoughts of the resurgence of old school death metal played in the new school veneer. I have said and spoken about to death how I feel like I just get past so much material that is so formulaic and rudimentary, and there's so many bands that are jumping on the bandwagon. One of the things that set Undeath apart was they just felt so grinding and so grimy, and those aren't terms that are unfamiliar to anyone that explores the underground, but I wanted to give Undeath the benefit of the doubt, and in many ways I do wish that I would have covered one of their records from 2019, either the demo or Sentient Autolysis or their compilation. But here we finally are, 2020, full-length record. It's 10 tracks, it's 35 minutes, and unfortunately I feel like it's not hitting as hard as I really would have wished, to the point where I don't think it hits the same stride as any of their material from 2019. It really pains me how much they are falling into the pitfalls of feeling like the generic. This is the type of record that I can see getting a lot of praise right out of the gate from both reviewers and listeners alike, but then swept under the rug and forgotten as the months pass, because there are just better records this year that play in this style, because there's so much to choose from that I would be hard pressed to choose this Undeath record, unfortunately. Without a doubt, the one thing that I still can commend, and one of the reasons that I enjoyed Undeath to begin with and was so intrigued by, is their guitar tone is very grinding. I equate it somewhat similar to a Caustic Wound, like their record Death Posture. They don't really give their riffs a lot of breathing room to sound too bloated. They more so go for the very low sound. These riffs are very restrained. They feel like they have shackles on their wrists, shackles on their ankles, and they just cannot move. They're just stuck. But in terms of percussion, in terms of vocals, and in terms of genuine songwriting, so many of these tracks just really blend together in this flurry of frenzied riffs, loud drum work, guttural vocals, and while all of these are staples that equate to a great record, Undeath, I feel like, has toned it down in a way. I even feel like they have toned their production up. I'm not sure if the same engineer that produced their previous material also produced this record, but to my ear, it does sound slightly cleaner. And cleaner and Undeath don't really go hand in hand, but anyone that's listened to their initial material and then this will figure out that there is a higher budget behind this, I feel like. And I think Undeath is one of those bands that could definitely benefit from having a very low sound that doesn't go too clean. If you want another one of these records that feel in the $20 spin lane, that feel like just low, heavy death metal, it's very old school. If you like that new Necrot record, just check this out. I feel like I just shit talk a lot of these bands, but then recommend them anyway, because I understand that there are a lot of people that aren't me that enjoy hearing the same thing over and over in this style, because you're not there for revolutionary riffs, you're just there for simplicity, you're there for heaviness, you're there for throttling, headbang worthy death metal, and Undeath surely serves that up. But as a whole, in the massive pit, in the massive pool of what I've heard, I don't think they are really standing out nearly as much as I wish they would have. I'm going to be giving this album a 5.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new Undeath record, Lesions of a Different Kind? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. I would love to discuss this record with you. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified about future uploads. You know who it is, my name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying fair.